Welcome to Hakone. You've probably heard of it. Famous for its hot springs, a place where Tokyo's weary masses come to reset, recharge, and sit in scalding water while they pretend to think about life. Hakone is about an hour and a half from Tokyo, 2 hours from where my wife and I live, over in Yamanashi. Over the next couple of days, we're going to explore some of this place. From cruising across Lake Ashinoko on a ship to the geological wonders of Owakudani, the great boiling valley. And of course, trying those infamous black eggs, said to extend your life. This is Hakone.
Road trip.
We're packed up and ready to go. The weather's warm, clear skies, everything you'd want when you're heading to a place like this. A stark contrast to last year when we found ourselves in the path of a typhoon. I'll have to flip-flop back and forth to give you an idea of what that adventure was like compared to this one.
この時間は時速10キロの速さで北西。
After a pleasant drive, we arrived at our hotel, Indigo. The staff? Friendly, welcoming, like they actually wanted us here. And the room? Well, it wasn't half bad either.
Oh hey, welcome back.
Hey, quick room tour. Do you mind helping out?
Not at all. Lead the way.
Spacious, right? And check out this mural above the bed. Pretty cool.
You can sync your phone with the TV. Great for when you want to watch YouTube and the likes.
Sofa's solid. Fridge and counters stocked with snacks and drinks.
The shower and washroom? Spotless. Modern. Zero complaints.
And through here, our hot spring bath. Stunning view of the mountains across the river. From our room, we had a clear view of the large kanji-shaped dai, meaning big, on the side of Mount Meijo-gatake. The clearing was created for the Daimonji-yaki festival, where torches are lit to send ancestral spirits to the afterlife during Obon. One of the first things we wanted to do was take the Hakone ropeway to Owakudani. We walked along this narrow path from our hotel to reach Gore Station, and from there, we can catch the Tozan cable car.
Whoa. Look at the steepness. Whew.
The way was steep, but that's a thing to remember. A number of places are located on the side of the mountain, so be prepared to hike. A lot. Once you get off the cable car at Soenzan Station, you transfer over to the ropeway. Once we were settled in our seats, it was time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. The ride. Let me tell you, the first time I was on the gondola was a wildly different experience because of the typhoon weather we were having. The wind around us was howling. The cable car swaying from its cables through an abyss of thick cloud, creaking as it climbed, like it was ready to drop me off in some other dimension. Fairly terrifying, for me at least. The ride this time was different. Smooth sailing. The views of the valley below were absolutely stunning as you approached the top of Owakudani. Steam billowing up from the earth's cracks can be seen. A strong smell of sulphur fills the air, similar to the smell of rotting eggs if I'm being honest. Kind of funny when one of the attractions here are the black eggs, which are boiled in the sulphurous water, which gives the eggshells its distinctive colour. Eating them is believed to add 7 years to your life. I think I've had about 4 in total, so that's 7, 14, 15, 20. After coming down the mountain, we made our way to this restaurant, Burger Box. The food was delicious, and they had a selection of tasty craft beers too. Trying out the local foods and restaurants is always something we look forward to when we travel. In our first visit, the hotel we stayed at had an amazing spread of seafood. The crab legs were insane. Each time I came down to use the gym in our hotel, I had it all to myself. Everything was clean, the machines were modern, and there were plenty of towels and refreshments available free of charge. After this, it was time to try out our private ensuite hot spring and those black eggs. Next morning, we stopped by this little cafe, Coffee Camp. You know the kind, great sandwiches, decent coffee. If you're lucky, you find places like this. We loaded up and then headed for Lake Ashinoko. Lake Ashinoko is a popular spot here in Hakone. Here, you can ride one of the pirate-looking boats. Now, I'd love to tell you that the views of Mount Fuji were stunning, but the clouds had other plans. However, it was the wind that kept us from staying out on deck. Thankfully, when we returned to port, the weather started to brighten up. With the sun back in our faces, I wanted to check out this small waterfall located along a short forest trail. We were the only ones on the path. The perfect spot just to sit back, relax, and listen to the soothing sounds of the water and birds. After getting back to the hotel, we rested our feet in the outdoor foot spa overlooking the river. Shortly after that, we decided to try out this Chinese restaurant down the street. The food here was fantastic. With full bellies, we retired back to the hotel room and soaked in the hot spring once more before hitting the hay. There's much to see and do here if you ever visit Hakone. My wife and I truly enjoyed our time here. We've had our fair share of bad weather on a couple of trips now, but you learn to roll with it. If I keep eating those eggs, I'm sure I'll have plenty of time to come back here and visit again. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.